All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Rodriguez, Sheriff of the Town of Miami Lakes Youth Activities Task Force. Today is June 12th, 2025. This is a special call meeting for the Town of Miami Lakes Youth Activities Task Force. I'm going to call this meeting to order at 7:09 p.m. If we can have a roll call, please. Present.
Angelica Torrance present, Diana Rejas present, Maritza Costa, Eda Correa, Robin Amador, Gabriela Vega, Edie Prieto, Soto, Pilar Hernandez. Perfect. Melanie Alvarez, Lola Casani, present, and Sabrina Alonso, present.
Item 3, public comments. Is there any of the public that would like to speak? So introduce yourself.
Yeah. I'm Justin Tellerita. I'm the transportation coordinator here. And we're presenting a new initiative we're undertaking right now. It's just been passed through the town council. We've got it. It's called the Transportation Master Plan. And we're doing this in conjunction with the Vision Master Plan. So what we're doing is we're basically gonna do a whole revamp of all the streets, the sidewalks. We're making everything accessible. We want to do a whole redesign of all the things that we can do better at as far as design within the town. So with us, we brought some cards with QR codes on them. So you can scan the QR code and you'll be able to fill out a comment section and suggest what you want to see, and then just help us make the vision for the town in the years to come. And besides that, let us know if there's any questions following up with this. And this is something that we'll be doing in the months to come, years to come. So feel free to stay involved with that. And let us know if you have any questions. I'll go pass these around now, but feel free to ask questions now.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Everybody's presentation.
Yes.
Also, we want y'all to invite us to your parties. Because we want to be able to come and talk to people and receive commentary from everybody there. We're basically here to get your perspective as users of our transportation network, as people that use sidewalks, as people that use in your neighborhood, whatever transportation. You use transit, if you use bicycles, if you use, skateboards. And to let us know, what do you find that feels safe? What doesn't feel safe? What areas do we need to look into to design better? So that we can change the perspective of how we do design of our streets from a traffic flow perspective of how many cars can we pass by, more to a safety perspective of what is the safest condition for all users of the roadway, which includes people that are walking, biking, and or using other methods of transportation. Our hope is to have 0 fatalities and or high injuries by the year 2050. And we are hoping to be able to get there by first doing the study and then being able to modify how our system is designed. So we're here to recruit y'all to start dropping those pins. That's a little map that you get connected to. You can drop pins to where you find interesting corners that we should look into. We're going to do a lot of walking audits. But obviously, the more pins you drop, the more we're going to be able to hone in on the areas that need a lot of attention so that we can document and then suggest better alternatives.
You guys already started with
We've started, yes. No, we haven't started the walking audits. We're still collecting data right now. We're collecting bicycle data. We're collecting traffic data. We're collecting crash data. We're collecting all kinds of data right now. We have a consultant that is helping with all this. We're creating and we're looking for, the more data we have, the richer the entire operation is going to result, right? Because this is at the end of the day, the consultant don't live here. So you all live here. This is your town, your community. This is your information is the most important part. So that we make it not just something they come up with in the consultant's office. If that makes sense.
Of course.
So,
Okay.
and then yes, we need to get invited here. So every time you have like an outreach situation, we would like to be included so that we can bring the consultant and they can do their own outreach.
You definitely have the table, the whole church set up in a tent for you guys. You guys can put out all your information. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
And if you do any bike rides, we also, oh, you're gonna love this part, if you have any bike rides coming in, I just got confirmation today, for I have to check my phone for this. And this is the. This is, I found out about this today. So you're the first ones to find out about this, we have the. Because I have the state, the Dutch Cycling Embassy. May be able to, I know, look at me, Maurice, yes, I know, I'm looking at you too. They may be able to coordinate it with us somewhere in October or beginning of November for an event. To do like a bicycle route throughout the town. I need somebody to help me, like I need a good group to help me organize that, to make it like the best. We also want to do I'm here, like, I'm throwing this all on your table because I need your help. So, or we also want to organize once school starts up, it's called a bike bus. I would love to do Miami Lakes K-8. There is this guy called Coach Balto that is on TikTok that has been doing them all over the Northeast. She knows, see? Oh, okay, so he's on board and he may be coming down to Miami Lakes if we get this organized. So it's a lot of fun. He does music. It's like super, super fun. If we can organize that, that's also a great little event that we can do. So
I'm gonna definitely pass by your office
yes,
and I'm gonna pick your brain a little more.
yes, sir.
I want just to sit there too, but if I ready to go through.
Yes,
we can do
sir.
that.
I know that I'm throwing a lot of stuff in your lap right now, but
Yeah, for bike rides, we don't really do bike rides.
I
The
know,
only
but-
thing that we do is the bike rodeo.
yes, but I know that you do it in February,
No,
September.
September. Okay, so maybe we can hijack that. And combine it with the Dutch Embassy.
I'm fine with that.
Event?
So,
Again, because this is, these are things that we're bringing in like heavy hitters of the biking world.
Mhm.
To do these events, obviously, if then it's just Justin and me that show up, then that's not, I mean, yeah, but kind of boring, right? So,
yeah, no
and I
problem.
know you guys can organize, so,
Yes, they can.
yeah, let's show it
They're
off,
very good.
let's show it off.
They
And that's
wanna
like-
do a ramp?
I like having bike rides with the bike rodeo anyway, so maybe we can look into doing that.
Right, so if
Well, we
you could,
just need
if we could
sponsors.
coordinate the events to when the Dutch Embassy comes in, and again, they put on a really, really nice. Event usually, and they have, obviously, they're, you know, they have a lot of experience with biking in the Netherlands and in their cities and in Amsterdam. And they bring all that experience to us as to how to like use it in our city, and I can tell you, because the city of Miami did it. They've been coming down to Miami-Dade County for a while. We are literally, I think it's the last, and we're not the first to do this. The city of Miami has already done it. I think, what was the other one that did it?
Somewhere up north, further up north.
Yeah, it
Forget.
doesn't matter, but you know, they've already been in Miami-Dade County. They want to come back. And we already have the contact established to like have, and yes.
Okay, that sounds good.
So yes, let's do it, people. Let's.
Definitely, like I said, I'm definitely gonna sit in your office and pick your brain. I wanna hear
Yes,
more
yes,
about
sir.
this.
Yes, sir. I have a great picture of you.
You do?
Yes, I have to send it to you.
We definitely.
You have to, if you open your phone, I'll send it to you right now.
Okay.
All right, any other public comments? Seeing none, public comments is now closed. We'll move on to item 4, approval or adoption of minutes.
Public comment.
Please go ahead and read the minutes for the April meeting. We had one last month, so let's be for April.
Nobody else.
Read through it for a minute or two, and see everything's good. You are free to make a motion to accept the minutes or any changes.
We went. Sarah.
Oh,
Wait.
a second.
Motion and a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Item 5, order of business referrals, additions, deletions. I'm gonna make a motion to remove item 6 and item 10 from the agenda. Item 6 just happened in public comments, so it's fine. And item 10, we did last meeting, and I forgot to take it up. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any motion and a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Sorry. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion. Any other order of business referrals, additions, deletions to the agenda that anyone wants to add? You think we should add?
Next time. Thanks, guys.
No.
Perfect. So item 5 is closed. We'll move on to item 7, which is new business. There are new committee rules that need to be followed by all committees. The 3 strikes rule is back. 3 strikes and you are removed from the committee. A few things, we had talked about this before, it is the chair's preference whether an absence is excused or not. It would go through, straight to me and you and the secretary, I believe. So that is a new rule or old rule, just revived. As well, that's 3 consecutive meetings and you're out of the committee, 5 meetings in the whole year and you're out as well.
So
And that's
from October
regardless-
to October or from like
From October-
January to?
From October to October.
So
Regard,
fix it on,
It kicks in October.
no, I think it is January actually, I don't think it goes off. this-
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like I read calendar.
Yeah, it's calendar year.
So it's from January.
And that's regardless of excused or unexcused.
Yeah.
Absences, it does not matter. If it's 3 unexcused absences or 3 excused absences, it's a removal.
But you can join in through Zoom now. That's the new thing, right?
1 time per
One
year.
time, 1 or 2.
Two,
One.
I think two.
I think it's 2.
And
Listen.
then you can miss. You only get kicked out if you miss 3 meetings consecutively.
Consecutively.
And then
Five
5
for the
total.
year.
5 total.
for the year. Thank you for clarifying.
Here it is right here. A committee member shall be automatically removed if they accrue 3 unexcused absences from regularly scheduled committee meetings during the same 12-month rolling calendar year, so January to January. They accrue 3 consecutive absences from regularly scheduled committee meetings during the same 12-month rolling calendar year, regardless of whether excused or unexcused. They accrue 5 absences from regularly scheduled committee meetings during the same 12-month rolling calendar year, whether excused or unexcused. So it does not matter if it's excused or unexcused, it will be removed. And there's no more rule of whether you're a student or not. There's no excuse for it. As we've seen, students have made enough. Either way, you could have school and you can still, and people still come to the meeting, so you will be removed.
Yes, so please make sure that if you have an exam at your school, you know exactly what to do. You either study or you come here, okay? You know what's more important, right? Make no mistake.
But also, I think there's a clause that like unexpected school or work events. It's like excuse.
Correct.
No,
It says
Ariana, if you have an exam, you have to open up somebody, you can. Tajivati.
Yo, you're not gonna
Yeah, yeah.
bring
If you guys wanna know what excused
Other person.
absences are, medical reasons, the death of a committee member's immediate family member within the 7 calendar days preceding the committee meeting. Unexpected work-related commitments, military service, and any other reason which the chair deems. When it comes to the remote meetings, each committee member is permitted to attend no more than 2 committee meetings. And that's special calls, any type of meeting that we have for this committee, subcommittees, you can only do 2 through Zoom, only 2. Any other, if you joined on Zoom and it's your 3rd one, that's an absence.
All jokes aside, here, for real. I've already discussed it with a couple of the students here, a couple of the YATF members. And I'm sure that you guys are, not blind to this, okay? You know what's primary in your lives, and you know what comes first. Everything else is secondary.
If you do wanna join remotely, a few things, it cannot be the same day, you cannot let them know the same day, it has to be at least 24 hours in advance. Your camera must work. Your audio must work, and you must have your camera on at all times with you on the screen.
Who do we notify if we have to join the Zoom or anything? Oh, okay.
It says the liaison. No, not me, no.
Don't let my new.
Hold on, let's read it. Let's see. The committee member Participating remotely is responsible for notifying the committee liaison no later than 24 hours.
Well,
I'm not the liaison, I don't get paid.
that's fine, let me know.
But yeah, they must have a working camera. And be able to speak and vote. Missing anything else? Oh, when you're removed. Or if there's a resignation, I believe, I don't remember the amount of time, I think it's on here somewhere, but there's no more of being reappointed right away. That's gone. Being,
That used to be a thing?
yeah. Or we remove someone and they're reappointed the meeting at the next meeting.
Oh, got it, I understand.
I don't know what the time frame is, I think it was like 180 days or something like that, so. Like an hour, so I'm not gonna go through all the.
No, just so you all know, I did send the packet. To everybody's email, you guys wanna read it, skim through it, whatever, if you have any questions, let us know. Just, you know, we practice as we go, right? Just,
And you can't wear the town polo only to meetings or events.
Correct.
So don't go to Publix with the polo or nothing.
we're not talking about-
And the town will sue you.
You could wear the polo if you're doing committee duty, so if you
Wear
go
your shirt
somewhere.
and you wear
to-
other
Pick up for a committee item, yeah.
If you go somewhere
They're gonna put
for a sponsorship regarding the committee, that's fine.
Don't you dare wear this in the pajama, either, okay?
Also, yeah, that's actually part of it, like professional attire, looking.
Yeah, that's.
I have a totally random question, I'm sorry I was late. The new people, when are they coming? The next meeting? When do we have new people?
There's no new people.
There's no new people yet.
Everybody stay?
No, but there's no one.
This is actually, yeah, this is actually a good thing, Soto, and I'm glad you asked that question because, you know, this is the vacancies are gonna. Eventually, you know, you're gonna leave, right? We're gonna have vacancies, but it is gonna take time. Also, our next event is in September. Hopefully.
Oh.
And if that is the case, then we do
We
have
need
time
those,
to.
yeah, but we need those new people, yeah, for August, no?
Yeah, I think by August,
It's whenever they
I
come
think by
in.
August it'll be done, so.
Who's leaving, the ones that are, who's leaving? It was
My resignation's effective August first.
the two of you?
My resignation,
And Gabby, the three.
but they haven't
So
resigned.
wait, who was in? Who
Maybe
was
you're saying.
Gabby?
I'm saying, oh.
Gabby?
No.
It's just Gabby.
And Maritz.
But when are you?
August.
August.
Oh, so you're staying,
Oh my God.
so you'll be here until August.
So we have.
But you guys are staying till
Yeah,
August?
that's what I'm saying.
My resignation has been turned in effective
So
August
this is your
first.
last meeting.
So,
Because I'm out of
yes,
town July.
yes, who's, yeah, just out of curiosity, whose last meeting is this other than Maritz?
Unless you guys wanna have a meeting in August,
And Gabby's, yeah.
Okay,
we can have a meeting in August, I don't care.
No,
No, I'm down, no. By the way, I wanna highlight something in the code of conduct. It says, here, that all committee members, shall not dominate the conversation, interrupt, participate in side conversations, or make unnecessary comments. They shall confine remarks to the merits of the issue. They shall never attack or question the motives of another committee member. And they shall not disrupt the orderly procession of the meetings.
Correct,
They shall act with professionalism
yes.
at all times and not make any unnecessary comments or interrupt anyone, yes.
Yes.
I have to put that on the record.
but it's not really, right?
We know why that happened.
Oh, we know,
I have no comment.
That's really normal.
so that happened before the.
Me están tirando allá, pues.
Don't worry, so I haven't seen your last name, but, you know.
Sí, no, no te preocupes, I can always resign too, my
No,
resignation.
no, no. Okay, that, question that talk. No, Gabby.
Okay,
But, yeah, so
As a key-
basically, most of the rules were all the same, just the main thing was attendance. That really didn't change, and now with the remote thing. Remember twice. And we'll keep track of that, as well as the secretary, that's the new job of the secretary to keep track of that. But yeah. 3 absences and you're out if they're consecutive, 5 absences the whole year. And that's not absent, that's not even a lot. Actually, that is a lot.
They went all into this thing.
They were having a lot of people not showing up to meetings, so I know their committees, they were pretty bad. This group right now is not bad, but it
No.
was bad at one point.
I'll tell you, for real,
I think we've been great. I
We
think
were like
that's-
5 people.
Oh, we would show
barely.
up and with 15 people in the committee and 3 people would show up.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, for what it's worth, and I'm not just saying it to gas your heads up, and it's the truth, and I'm sure everybody here will can attest. You guys have been, every time we've hosted a meeting, you guys have been here, I would say 99% of the time. You know, which is remarkable considering that there are others. I don't care about that, I care about you guys. But it is what it is. So, unfortunately, we have to
Yeah.
take the bulk of the issues, right, of that. Of that rule, so.
Let me see, I'm gonna see, I don't think there's. Much more, yeah, it's 180 days if you leave the committee, or any committee to join another committee. You gotta wait 180 days. So, 6 months. Alright, then no compensation, no one gets paid. They made sure to put that in its own section. Any questions regarding new committee rules? No? No, nothing?
No.
Don't attack anyone.
Stop looking at me, Bernie. Thank you. Stop looking.
Oh, because he said the youth of the committee should, he choose, I'm not even gonna. The committee should, yeah, don't get arrested by the dog.
Wearing the shirt.
Alright, I think we're good there. Anything else you got from the committee rules that I missed?
No, just, no, I have nothing, I just, again, a lot of this does not pertain to you all, understand, I want you to understand that. It has really nothing to do with us, I think that we've been plenty good. And, you know,
Just so you guys are aware, if I'm correct. This meeting would not be considered as a meeting for absences, so any special call meetings does not count for those.
Understood.
attendance. It's only regularly scheduled meetings.
that's right, you're right. I
So I
forgot.
could have missed it.
Yeah,
I mean, I could have made, technically the agenda says regular. So we can make today the regularly scheduled meeting since next week is closed, but whatever.
Mm.
All right, we're gonna move on to item 8, which is the budget. It's that time of the year. So we did a budget.
yes,
Go big or go home is my opinion always.
I agree, yeah, so we use the same number that we did last year, I
It was
was
like 60
I
K,
love the number.
or
That
was it
was
60?
60 on a month,
And request the same thing for everything.
of course.
I
Of
agree.
course.
Any thoughts? Anyone wanna dive in? By the way, for this vote, if you are under the age of 18, you cannot vote.
Correct.
There will be a roll call vote for the adults in the committee. But you can discuss. You need to give opinions, you just cannot vote. Ernie, can you go over the items? There's so many items on here that aren't even.
Yeah,
part of this.
you know, I.
This paper, by the way, has items on here that have been on here since the beginning of this committee.
I have discussed about this topic in the past, I'm gonna make sure I spearhead this by next week.
Like, I wasn't even here when Go Fly a Kite was in.
Yeah, no, none of it, it's so much of it.
I don't even know what tabletop is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they even have an Easter egg,
Valentine Day even? When have we done a oh, no, we haven't.
they even have an Easter egg hunt, and that's night, it's sprinkling.
It's a sprinkling.
Yeah.
We can't see these.
By the way, Easter egg hunt and sprinkling are 2 separate items.
No, but that's what it's eating, right?
Fishing.
We did have a fishing clinic.
What is that?
Ice cream social?
Orlando?
I think the first year that I joined, it was so big.
Anyway,
Maybe like Bronx.
Yeah.
so last year when we were.
It was fun.
Side conversations.
I hope it was good time.
Side conversation.
Alright.
My bad, guys.
But yeah, so last year we proposed for a $60,000 budget, got denied, but I say we do it again because it doesn't hurt. Maybe one day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It won't, but maybe one day.
Right now, if you guys notice at the very bottom, it says that it's proposed for $49,500.
That's what we got last year.
So, what
It did
Brian
go
was
up.
saying was that, what was it, 11,000? 59, yeah. $11,000 or $10,500 to be exact.
Yes,
Yeah.
which we did get an increase in our budget. Well. It's because they amended it. The actual budget was 36,000. So I say we go through each item, what we wanna do this year. Now we add a number,
Sure, let's do it.
starting with the first event of the year or fiscal year, which is Halloween. I'm just gonna list them and then we'll go through each one. Let's make sure we have all of them and then we could put a number to them.
Yeah, mark, make a mark on it so we know which one it
So
is.
Halloween. What comes up there? Oh, the Winterfest,
Yeah.
or Winter Festival. whatever we do. It's not,
Summer
on-
Relax Holiday Festival.
there we go. Holiday.
Remember that it was movies at the park,
Yeah.
keep in mind, okay, so that's what we
It's
need
a
for.
Winterfest, no?
Correct, well, there was a Winterfest, guys, I don't know if we did name it something else.
It was, we named it the Holiday Festival.
Right.
Okay.
There used to be a
It's
Winterfest.
not Winterfest.
Winterfest used to be its own event.
Sorry, holidays, no.
So Holiday Festival, then we get the,
Spring break.
no. The volunteer award. The student, what is it called?
Yeah.
The youth advocacy award.
That's it.
Mhm.
And then spring fling,
Then spring.
which is right underneath. About 3 or 4 events away from Halloween.
After spring fling, it's
Right, Rory?
Yeah.
like, what do we know? I feel like we're missing stuff.
No,
No, that's it,
no, that's it.
right? Cause Just Run, no.
We do still get this from.
Yeah, Just Run is it
It's
is
outside.
an event, but it is part of something that we sponsor. Or, excuse me, that we
Is
promote.
our logo on any of the stuff they give those kids?
No,
Can we put our logo on the things we give these kids?
I agree with that.
Please, sure.
And we're paying for it.
'Cause I know they make shirts and stuff for them.
We give money.
I'm just going through this.
it's a program, so
Oh,
That the town does.
what time of the year is that?
it's year round,
Oh.
it's year round, it's an after school activity that they do.
Oh, that was what you do here at the park, right, Ernie?
Yeah.
That's what you do here at the park.
And people go, "No."
Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
And then miscellaneous. We had that too. Or, well, no, we didn't, we called it supplies.
I'm calling this in.
But yeah, except miscellaneous, the budget line
I
item.
think it's always been called miscellaneous.
I think so, I'm not sure.
Like right here, miscellaneous expense.
We do miscellaneous.
We have an item for it.
So we got a Halloween, Holiday Festival, the Youth Advocacy Award. Spring Fling, Bike Rodeo, Just Run. And then miscellaneous, are we missing anything on this
No,
list?
no.
Okay. This is also your time if you wanna add anything to our line items or an event and create a new event, this is your time to do so. So if you want something, speak. No? I'll think that right now, too. So if we're gonna do $60,000. Like we do every year. We ask for it and we may not get it, but we try, because we do technically do need it. For those that are new to the committees. Our budget was once $60,000 for a very long time. Then they split it in half. And then our event quality went down. And then they asked for more. But we gotta go through each one, starting with Halloween, which is gonna be the big hitter. I think last year we asked for 25,000 for Halloween itself,
It was 25?
30.
30?
Yeah, it has to be.
I'm looking at the minutes of last year.
Beautiful. Well,
So 30,000.
definitely needed, I think.
Yeah,
Then Holiday Festival, which is,
6, 8. 6,800.
was that enough for the Winterfest? The holiday?
Absolutely, bro. So, it was crazy.
Which
Maybe
is,
just
which was movies at the park.
Maybe just 6 then?
6, 8 is fine. We did it on purpose, so it added up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna add exactly.
Exactly.
6.
Oh, okay, I'm just looking.
You said
Advocacy
68, yeah?
was Youth advocacy,
200.
that's where, that's where that 6.8 comes in and that 200 makes sense.
And then spring fling was 10K.
How much?
I don't think it's enough.
10,000.
Oh, yeah.
We need more.
Yeah, no, no,
Last year was
must be
16,000.
that is perfect.
Right.
Bike
For
rodeo,
spring fling?
For sprinkling,
I thought we never had money to buy eggs.
oh, we ended up getting,
I mean,
I like
that's-
sponsors.
we ended up getting a ton of sponsors this year, okay?
We should do that.
bike rodeo,
10Ks.
2,000.
2,000.
2,000 for bike rodeo.
Just run, we always put in 1,000.
1,000.
And miscellaneous, I think we had 1,000, right? How much does this add up to? Someone do math. Please. I think there's already 60.
Yeah, no,
Without
I
the
mean,
miscellaneous.
judging from what Ariana was looking at her notes, yeah, everything.
Yeah,
was up
well-
60.
Should.
Didn't we have miscellaneous in there last year too?
I don't think I put the miscellaneous.
Almost do that.
Do,
50,
Yeah,
50?
it adds up to
Yeah.
50.
with no miscellaneous.
So maybe we can add in.
Yeah, 1,000 to miscellaneous.
Okay,
That's for shirts and supplies and actually shirts.
so that will make it 51, yeah?
51. I say we
9.
jump up spring fling to 15. If you guys are down for that. Why not?
For that, I'd rather
They
put
saw
more-
how big it was, this
I'd
year.
rather
They
put
were all
more-
there.
I'd rather put more money in the house.
The thing is, they're gonna see that number and they're not gonna jump at for Halloween. We could always move them.
Maybe just leave it at 51. I mean, I don't think I need 60,000. If we're fine with the numbers we have. 51.
Just an FYI, so you all remember, or no one remember, for the Easter, for the spring fling, we ended up with a little bit over $8,000 in,
Surplus?
yeah, no, in sponsorship money. Y lo que nos sobró was a little bit over 2.5.
The issue with adding more money to Halloween is they're gonna see that number and they're gonna be like, why?
That's what I'm saying. Right
Especially
now,
with
I
this
think
being a
it'll,
new
I
council.
think it'll be easier for them to jump from 49 to 51. And 51 is within our budget that we just asked for.
That is true as well.
And if we ask for
that is
60, they're
true.
gonna laugh at us.
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
that
part of
makes
this
sense.
budget, by the way, part of this 49,000 is sponsorship.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Hmm?
Pretty sure they always add the sponsorship somewhere in there. So,
But sponsorships are guaranteed.
Exactly. I don't think so.
No, this is
that's
what
not-
it is.
That's the budget. That's not.
that's up to you guys. If you guys wanna go up to
I think
60.
51 is more, like, they're more common sense for, to ask them to go from 49 to 51 and from 49 to 60. They're more likely to go to 51. That's all we need.
I like the idea, I just say, 1,000 or 52.
I'd say 52, make,
So I'm only,
Okay,
we can make
So
the
add-
holiday festival 7,800.
sure.
okay.
So keep spring
We
fling
get
at
better
10.
decoration,
That's 52, right?
You said 70,
Yeah.
right?
78 instead of 68.
So we're not gonna make it
No,
60.
no. 'Cause they're not
I
gonna-
wanna make it 60.
Let me ask a question. This is just an idea to throw out. So in EAB, are you guys allowed to give scholarships from your budget?
No.
No, right? All the scholarships
They're
are
not allowed
external.
to.
The town and all.
It has to be sponsored by an outside.
Outside person, yeah.
I mean, I'm all down to make this a $60,000 budget.
But we've tried that and it doesn't work.
I think this is more
49 to
reasonable.
51 is more feasible.
52.
Or 52, sorry, 49 to 52 is more reasonable to
You
ask.
guys wanna do 52?
So we leave the Halloween at 30K,
Yeah.
we leave 1,000 for miscellaneous, we added another 1,000 for the holiday festival. And for spring fling 10K,
I was gonna say, the only reason I wanted to bring up Franklin is because we spent a little more money on the petting zoo that we had this year.
keep in mind, if you already have 10K, that does not mean that we're gonna stop trying to enhance our events through sponsorship.
Sponsorship,
we
yeah,
can try.
we're still gonna ask for
And
money.
remember, we can always move
Absolutely.
money around. So if we have stuff extra from Halloween that we don't use, for
I know,
example,
use it for
it
spring.
trickles down. But we have to motion and move everything, that's gonna be a
I
pain.
like it, guys, I like it, good,
So what we need to do is,
I like it.
someone over 18 has to make a motion with every single item. And how much money goes in every single item, and how much the total is for the budget.
I know, you have it written down, no? So
Yeah.
can you do it? Like,
Sure. Okay, I make a motion to make the budget for the next fiscal year with the following numbers: 7,800 for holiday festival, 30,000 for Halloween, 10,000 for spring fling, 2,000 for bike rodeo, and 200 for the youth award, 1,000 for miscellaneous, and 1,000 for just run, amounting to 52,000 total.
A second.
Motion and a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by, wait, no, it has to be a roll call vote. People.
Oh,
It's people.
The adults, yeah.
Who's under 18 in here? You got three that are more.
Yeah.
Robin does vote. Robin does vote,
Yeah,
Right.
okay. Brian Rodriguez,
yes.
Diana Bejas, yes. Marta Costa,
Yes.
Robin Handel. Haley Preto,
Yes.
Ana Soto.
yes.
Melanie Alvarez. Yes.
Motion passes. Yeah, be nice to vote.
Guys, make sure a little prayer goes a long way. Please. Okay?
It's a new council, so.
Let's be optimistic.
Yeah, man.
They came to our spring fling event, so they,
Yes. Yes, they saw
We
what we're
know we
about.
need the money.
that's all we can do. All right,
Okay, we're rock stars, bro.
anything else on budget? I think we covered it.
Everybody go through that.
But yeah, if we can make sure that we get our logos in the spring, or the just run, so if we're paying for that, and we're the only ones that put money into that, by the way. I want our logo on there. Right. We'll move on to old business, the time capsule. Ernie, any updates on that?
No, hey, I give you my word, come July, I'll have everything ready for you. I apologize for that.
Wait, which one did we order again?
The one with the Capulets.
How many Capulets were?
Oh, that was already done?
I don't remember.
Well, that's what I need to know because, so, just so you guys are aware. I didn't put it on here because I was just gonna go into it in this item. Last week, they forcefully put me on an ad hoc committee.
Oh, yeah.
For the
Yeah.
25-year anniversary of the town of Miami Lakes. It's only certain committees, I didn't even know I was on the committee till last week. So they were before without me, and I was getting emails.
Cause I remember having a
It's on the-
conversation.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know about the meeting, I knew about the committee, I just didn't know. about the
Okay.
meetings. I received my
Okay.
first meeting notification last week for the meeting. Sorry. It's been a long day. A few quick things regarding that. That event is gonna be taking place on December 6th. That is the date they picked. It's gonna be old person theme. It's the whatever, the Jubilee theme, the Silver Jubilee, I don't know who voted that, but it's on the. For old people, there's gonna be fireworks. For 3 minutes. Because each minute costs $1,000. There's gonna be a jazz band. Which I strongly went against. But I think that's boring.
It's very.
You don't like jazz?
You like
I like jazz too. No.
But there's a jazz band, but then they asked me to bring in Oscar's food trucks with all his games and toys and everything for the kids, but
They won't have.
they won't have a jazz band. But a DJ as well.
Did that for
Well,
Oscar? They asked for Oscar?
Yeah, I have to talk to Oscar.
Good, good, good.
They also might be interested in the drums, Oscar.
Oh, wow. You don't say.
But they weren't on board as much as the.
That's fine.
Some people on the committee were very upset that we have full power over the time capsule. And I told them too bad.
Oh.
That's basically what I told them, that we were appointed by the last town council to have sole responsibility of this time capsule.
Yeah.
But I didn't know we had ordered the stuff already.
We have.
Yep. Yeah, so there is a bunch of stuff for that meeting. Honestly, a bunch of old people, so. They're even ordering porta potties. I don't think you're gonna get that many people really like on. They're wasting a lot of money. They're wasting $5,000 on a live band for 2 hours. That, in those 2 hours, they only play 30-minute session.
Join a live band.
So I made my voice known at that meeting that they're wasting money. Light effects is involved as well.
Yeah, that's another.
Light effects is involved as well. They're not getting the county stage, so they're paying full price for a professional stage.
And why can't we get the county stage?
They want one that looks nicer and that has lights that move around and.
Oh, okay. They want.
They want like a
Yeah,
professional.
I'm gonna do it for light
They
effects.
want a concert stage.
They want a concert stage.
What's the budget for this?
Yeah.
How much are they spending?
Sounds,
We have our own budget.
maybe
for that.
25K.
Apparently, I'm not, I don't know if it, I have to confirm, but apparently without us knowing, they put us on there for us getting, stuff to give out to people, like little pals. They
Little
didn't tell me about that.
Little what?
Yeah.
Little stretchy toys.
For us to pay for it,
We have to give them
Yeah.
out.
for you guys to give it out.
For us to order it and do that part.
Oh.
It was under our name for some
Okay.
reason, but they never said anything about it. I think the town's gonna take care of it, but if you could double check that.
Yeah, no problem. We'll look at that now. It counts.
I'm gonna give out a food experience.
What is it, Slater?
No, but what we need to do is figure out what we're gonna do for the time capsule. We don't have to do it today, but I just wanna give you guys an update, what we're gonna put, I need to know how many boxes are.
I'm not, Brian, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, I think it was 16.
Yeah.
I think.
Since we're the main ones doing it, it would basically be highlighting the 25th year of Miami Lakes. So
You know, what we could do is probably,
pictures, and not on like, not electronic, all,
we could probably sell some of the cabinets at that event.
well, I talked about
That was
that.
sponsored. No?
Well, we might be able to, but then it makes it unfair for other people. They didn't like the idea of us having people bringing stuff to put into the time capsule.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was a whole fight at that meeting with me and
Was
They
it
didn't like
budgeted?
it? That's what you did.
Okay,
I
fine.
think, I don't know. Let's just say Elder Delivery Committee was not happy that we were the ones that were responsible for the time capsule.
Oh, we'll give it to them. They want it? I'll hand it off.
So yeah, for that, I'm also gonna be contacting Roxanne Vargas to see if she could MC the event. Have a connection there with her and some other new people. Oscar, obviously, for food trucks and games and stuff like that. And that's about it. We're gonna have our own time to do the time capsule. Basically, from what I was told, it's just a time capsule, seal it, fireworks. So we do that's the end of the event. So I believe from 5 to 9 on December 6th.
On what day?
December 6th.
December 6th. This
I
will
thought-
be. This guy will be here. That's my last birthday.
I work. So,
Oh, oops.
a lot of people work. And they like the plan stuff on. Very inconvenient. So yeah, that's what I have there.
No, we're done here.
No, I took it off the agenda, that was a vote. Perfect. Anything on the time capsule? Any questions regarding that event? They planned most of it without me being there, so. I don't have a lot of back knowledge on it. All I know is what I'm doing, which is trying to contact the news anchor, who MCB event. As well as also. And I think there was a few other things. Oh, I was trying to get a better band for them because I didn't want a jazz band. I was trying to bring in a rock band.
5 to 9.
They want like, instead of having a jazz band, they wanted to do like tribute bands, like tribute different bands. Which is a lot cooler than a jazz band.
Agreed.
And I happen to know a tribute band that tributes a rock band. And they gotta actually dug it because it sounds fun. The older people did not do it. Cool. Perfect. We'll move on to 11 sponsorships.
Last time.
Same thing, with sponsors, new sponsors.
But I mentioned it at the first meeting that my mom would be able to do the sponsors. Usually you email me the packet, email.
My apologies on
Can
this.
you send it to the whole committee?
Thank you.
So we need sponsors for this,
Mainly because
the next event, what is
Like, right?
Sponsorship.
Forgot. My
No,
brain.
what I'll do is, Lola, I'll send you the, I'll send you the Halloween packet. And that packet solely, it concentrates on that particular event, but if you go to the next page, it has all the other ones and all the sponsorship tiers and, you know, the costs and stuff.
So here's,
So you can choose from whatever you want.
I'm actually gonna make a motion to open up item 5 really quick, and need to add something to this agenda today, because this is coming up if I'm gonna cancel August meeting. So I'm gonna motion to open up item 5, order of business of referral of business relations. Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. I'm gonna motion to add item 11A bike rodeo, or actually, yeah, I'm just gonna put it under old business, I don't care. 11A bike rodeo to the agenda. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, oh no, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. My apologies, guys. It's been a very long week. So, any other, because that item is open, is there anything anyone wants to add to this agenda or remove?
When is the bike rodeo?
September.
September, what?
Um,
I need to put it in my calendar.
I'd like
Yeah.
to officially start this partnership with the town planner's office and the transportation office. You just said you.
No, I asked if anyone has anything that anyone wants to add or remove from the agenda.
What is bike rodeo?
Order.
Oh, I actually, if we're gonna start adding things, I wanna add something.
Of course.
What item are we on?
11A,
I'll add 11B, the award.
that's fine. Do we have, I'll second it. Do we have any discussion? The youth advocacy. No discussion, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Anything else anyone wants to add to this? agenda? No? And don't you all complain, y'all ain't in school no more. Cool. All right, that's closed. We'll move back to item 11A. We're gonna talk about the bike rodeo. The only reason I wanted to add this was because if I do cancel that meeting in August, the event's the month right after, and all we have is a meeting in July,
When we cancel July, I mean,
because of school.
So then why don't we host,
So we just not cancel, we come in like good committee members.
why don't we just
I don't need to cancel it.
host one in September, early September?
when is the bike rodeo? What date? We don't have a date for it?
We should have a date. No, actually, we don't. We don't have a date for this year.
When is it typically? Early September? or
It's in late September.
No, early-
Did I go to that last?
No,
No.
I did in the
That was
rain.
my
That
birthday.
was your birthday.
We
yeah.
did.
don't worry, Diane was there for you.
Ah,
So I was gonna say about the bike rodeo that,
Early September.
For like two-
I was gonna say that the bike rodeo. I mean, we just got some new information with Susana, but we have to verify what that might entail, but. I was gonna say, we're having a lot of problems with sheriff transition,
Oh.
with getting
Really?
assets. And my suggestion was gonna be that we move it or not have it this year and then just have it next year, because by then everything should be already aligned properly.
Just so.
But I don't
you are
know what
aware,
what they're, they're bringing something else to the table, then
If we don't have it this year, and we request it, they're probably gonna say no. Anyway,
But it's not our fault. It's an issue with.
we can still have it without,
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that, it's gonna be hard to get our stuff.
How can we do it without the sheriff?
It's up to y'all.
You can have a bike
Hey, Rob, are you
Yeah.
referring to all the extras that we've had in the event? Is
Yeah,
that,
all of our stuff.
the helicopter. Well, we
That's
can-
what makes it the event.
that's what makes it the event?
We
I mean,
can't-
the bike, the BMX tricksters, that's part of
That's
the,
us.
yeah,
But
that's
if
what
we have this new asset, that might be.
that could be it. That could be it for the year.
To maybe make it a
bike
bike
ride.
rodeo ride.
A joint effort and.
Like a
Or
bike
ride.
ride and then like a little hangout. out
Yeah,
front.
something like that, and then just modify it to
And
that,
still be the bike.
and give
rodeo,
away some
just-
bikes at the end or something,
Yeah, absolutely, we
We
can do
can
that.
invite this, we can invite FIU like we used to, and we can invite
Bike drill, bike drill,
Like 305.
So when is that other
The
event?
police, we can still invite the police department and the fire department like we have in the past. We'll have to go to the rest, but they can
So
still.
there's other event that was-
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll try to get the stuff anyways.
We can still try. We can
It's
even
just
invite,
that-
we used to, believe it or not, we used to have the Coast Guard come out to the bike rodeo on a boat.
I do remember the Coast Guard being here, actually.
We can invite the Coast Guard. They do a lot of community, so. that'd be cool.
Listen. Don't sweat it,
No.
because if they're coming in and these people want. They want them, that Swiss, whatever, they want them here.
Dutch.
I'm sorry, the Dutch, they want them here for that event. They're gonna try to put them into anything that we can help them with. And we're gonna need that help, right? So don't even sweat that, Rob. Let's just do it like that. I think that's a great
So-
idea. You and Brian came up with a good idea.
What date do you guys wanna do it? I'm not available from the 14th to the 20th. I'm just letting you know.
Better-
I was about to say
the biggest
September
video thing.
I'll be gone.
What about the 13th then?
I won't be.
Wait, what dates are you
Instead of
available?
instead of you here available, you weren't available. last week.
Actually, I'm not available from the 11th, no, the 10th to the
But
20th.
this is for a bike rodeo or for a new event?
No, bike rodeo.
Why don't we do it later?
Why don't we do
September
it?
27th or like later.
No.
Because remember, October, we have Halloween, so we
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, but let's do it for the 20th.
So is
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, if I'm
Oh,
not doing like.
yeah.
Yes, it's not a big deal.
I don't have to do.
That's all.
20th is fine.
The 20th, maybe double.
Keep in mind,
It's 9/11.
mind you, keep in mind, Soto, Haley, if I'm not mistaken, Melanie, Ariana, Angelica, Rob, and myself were here.
You can even do it, you can.
For the event
We
last
can
year.
even do it earlier.
Yeah, it
We
was
can-
good enough.
We don't have any other events. We can do it September 6th.
And what about 27th?
I want.
Yeah, 27th.
And on September 27th, so you're pushing it closer to October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm
And then
bacon.
the
What about
October is,
bacon?
You can do it
Okay,
on
what
the
about
6th if
the
you wanted to. Six might
No,
work,
it's too
but
hot.
that's the thing.
6 is still too hot. The 20th.
It's still too hot either
Why don't
way.
we meet halfway then? You guys want the 20th, you want the 6th?
The 13th.
The 13th?
No, why not? Do the 13th.
That's not.
That's 2 days after 9/11.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm busy that day.
There's nothing wrong with that. Let's do the 13th.
We're taking down some flags for 9/11.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Are you
No,
gonna
that's
do
the
that?
20th. I'm gonna try.
Well, then you're a bad committee member if you don't show up to the bike order.
Let me,
Oh.
20th.
Fine, man.
20th. Stick with the 20th. Stick with the 20th.
You do a vote.
Yeah, do a vote, that is 20th.
There, yeah,
So
there you
someone's
go.
a motion? Well, that's the motion.
Someone has a motion.
Motion for the 20th. I motion for the 20th.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any
So,
discussion? I don't agree with the
The
20th.
20th, September 20th.
I like the 20th. I'd rather do it earlier because it pushes it too close to Halloween. Especially since Halloween's gonna be earlier this year, because we go in for a week earlier. It's pushing it into almost less than a month before Halloween.
I don't have to worry about anything. I'm the one doing the orders. I'll get that in, I promise.
You did one last year, it was fine.
Very close.
You guys wanna do the 20th or it's up to them, the 20th or the 13th?
I'm okay with the
Decide.
13th.
You guys want the
You
13th?
show up.
I'm fine with whatever.
You join this committee, you ain't showing
Who
up.
has a preference for a particular day? You
I
said
like the
13th.
6th.
I like the, I mean,
You're gonna-
Here,
Oh, yeah, what do you guys think?
I'm fine with whatever.
No. I'm telling you, the 13th, I might not be there.
I'll probably be able to do that the 13th. If you wanna do the 13th, I will probably
Okay,
be.
is there a lesser commitment for the 13th? Raise your hands.
I'll be there.
I have a commitment on the 13th.
You have a commitment? No, I'm saying, a lesser commitment, meaning, or is there a possibility you might not be there on the
I'm
13th?
not
Raise your
gonna be
hand.
there probably on the 13th.
So just one person.
Okay.
It's two people.
then what's wrong with the 20th?
And we'll probably have new committee members.
I think the 20th is great.
20th.
I think the 20th is good.
And I'll be here. Somebody vote. The 20th.
Well, no, the thing is that they did vote for it, right? You guys voted on this,
No,
right?
we haven't.
No, we had a motion
No.
and then
And
somebody.
this is discussion. We're in
You know,
discussion.
we have to vote on it. We're in discussion.
I would go against the 20th is because you're pushing it a week closer to Halloween and it's getting very close to Halloween. And remember how they are with advertising and stuff like that. Like so.
I think you should have a day,
Wait from Halloween.
have a bunch of tentative dates, because if you're really waiting on what the Dutch government, when they're gonna come out. So it might be the 20th, but they're gonna come
I
out.
wanna
No,
do it
then,
on Sunday.
maybe we could come back to the next month's meeting and
With a date.
find out, I'll get more information. from
See what
Susana.
dates they're available.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, I'll get more information from Susana.
Well, you know, they might
and we
want to
can
do
join
something.
Yeah,
Okay, so we put down 2 dates now, tentatively the 30th of the.
No, date. Is what he's saying, because they might want to do a Sunday.
Really?
What do we do?
yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So
bike
on
rides.
Sundays too, they do a
Yep.
bunch of bike rides on Sundays.
No, hombre.
Something I need.
So if I were, there is a motion open still with a second, but if it were my recommendation, I wouldn't even vote on that date right now, because you are.
Okay, then let's
I
not
think it's a good idea.
No,
You'll withdraw your motion.
Let me find out my information.
Wait, wait,
You
wait.
have to
I
withdraw.
withdraw my motion, I withdraw my
Let
motion.
me find out information and I'll get back to you next month and I'll let you guys know.
Why is
Yeah,
that
and
not-
see- We're gonna have a meeting in July, so
Sounds good.
it's gonna be a regularly scheduled
Yeah,
meeting.
remember that
with-
there's a difference this year with the schools starting earlier. now.
Right, that's why there's no meeting in August, unless we need one, then I will. It's up to, it's committee chair discretion, so if we need to have one in August, there will be one in August. I can't guarantee you whether, I will try to cancel the August one, but I already canceled. Last month's, what was it? I can't, I'm like, I have ADHD right now. We canceled last month's meeting and technically we're canceling next week's meeting, so.
You can only do 2 or 3. Like cancel 2 or meetings or 3 meetings?
We can cancel anything I want,
Oh, no, I'm just asking, like in the.
But-
Why was?
cause we have an event coming. Would you rather meet in July or August?
My meeting in August, I'm already working at.
Or
August, so I
both,
don't
because
care.
I can do both, I'm available for anything.
I can meet in August, I don't care about August, I'd rather be out.
If you
July-
can't come,
July
if
summer.
you can't come in August, I could host it in August if you do your one Zoom meeting. That's true too. You do your Zoom meeting,
Wait, but won't the committee thing be effective by then? Can't the?
it's
committee-
already effective,
Yeah, then why can't the committee members join?
that's what I said,
Oh,
if you can't come, I don't really cancel at all.
Yeah, just Zoom, okay.
But not everyone could be on Zoom. I think there is a limit on how many people could be on Zoom.
is there?
Zoom, you can. On the chair can. Or if I'm on Zoom, then the vice chair is the chairman. If I was ever on Zoom. Let's see. What is it? I'm just saying, I'm shocked they didn't put a limit to how many people could be on Zoom.
On Zoom.
Are we still on 11A or have we moved on from?
No,
We're not on
we're
11A.
I did something wrong.
I don't think about it.
I saw mucha hambre.
You're for me.
Yeah, there is a limit.
What are we doing, Brian? I'm sorry, are we still at 11A or 11B? Like, we move on to 11B then if we're not deciding 11A right now.
Mom.
Oh, 11B, yes.
Okay.
Through the chair?
Go ahead.
Okay. So as we talk about the continuity of the awards, which has been a project that, I didn't come up with it, but I kind of spearheaded. I guess I just wanted to I guess already put a timeline in your head for what we're looking at and what we're gonna do. So this year, we gave it out at the EAB event, right?
No,
No,
The state of the-
that was the year before.
we gave it out at the state of the
You gave
town.
out two in the same year.
Yeah,
No, we ended up not doing that.
well,
So who can help, I guess, bring back to mind what we've done with the award? We gave out the first year at the EAB event.
yeah.
Right.
The young lady with a short last name, I remember that.
Ashley.
I should move.
Okay,
Oh, there.
then the second year, we gave it at the state of the town,
To
like
Caitlin.
Caitlin. So we've only done two.
Correct.
Okay, so now as we look into the third year, we could either do it at the EAB event or at the state of the town.
State of the town.
Now,
Nicer.
let's remember that there's been a change in administration. And the previous mayor was glad to have it at the state of the town. I don't know, we would need to ask if the current mayor would still want to do that.
If I'm being honest, I don't think we have. a-
Cause I know some mayors are particular about state of the town, so it would be if Ernie, if you could ask Mayor Jagus' assistant. If when he's doing the state of the town, first of all, I know the previous mayor would do it in October, I don't know if this mayor's gonna do it in October. When it will be, and if they're okay with the YTF presenting this award and explain that last year we did it at the state of the town, and if we could continue that. So I guess let's wait back to here, if he's gonna do it in October, as it's always been. Then that means that, you have, it's June, at 4 months to put out an application. Well, the application's done. It's just changing the dates every year. And I'm
By the
gonna,
way, it doesn't only have to be in the city of town, if we are, if that's too time constrained, we could also do it at a town, we could do it at a town hall.
or we just do it at the
Regular,
AV.
no, yeah, regularly scheduled,
We can do it at a council meeting
Correct.
during presentation.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, just putting that on your radar. I'll send over the application to Ernie. Last year, I mean, I have a PDF of Word of the application and the town made it into like a digital one.
yeah, so that's who Ali's.
Yeah.
She's good on the.
So I'm just, I guess, who's gonna take the lead on this? Haley, okay. So, yeah,
You're doing it, Silva?
so let's start. I'm gonna send you everything, Haley. The application from last year and previous flyers, the flyers were always made by
Oh, okay.
by the town. So really, the only job is to ask the committee when you're gonna make the due dates. And
And approve the actual.
and approve, and then you just tap the application and have the town make the flyer and post it. And then obviously at whenever the time is, convene the committee to select a winner and make sure Ernie orders the.
Trophy.
The trophy.
Black.
Correct.
Okay, that's okay.
Any questions?
No.
Zero. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm on
Perfect. We'll move on to 12. Any announcements? I know we have some graduates. Congrats. Who else graduated?
Everybody.
I did too, technically, from TSA school.
Wow.
I did take
Congrats to all you fine ladies that graduated. I have the best announcement though. I don't think anybody can meet me with this one. I am officially Papa number 3. Last week.
It's a hit? It's a what?
Yes.
What's his name?
Liam.
Liam.
Liam. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, did you already tell her she was pregnant?
Yeah. Wait, kid, don't forget, I could have sworn you told me last month.
Yeah.
That we in June, it's a June baby.
Yeah.
Oh, you're only the one.
Congrats.
Congrats, kid.
So
And you,
yeah,
Javi, how?
Everything's good.
with that being said, with the graduates, I know Melanie said she won't be here, but if we have a meeting next month, you guys can come. This won't be your last meeting, sorry.
Okay.
I won't be here.
You don't know. I know Haley, you're saying,
Yeah.
and the other saying, I don't know about Gabby. Gabby never showed up.
I'll be in town.
He's not staying.
Gabby's leaving,
I
sorry.
can miss a
So
beat.
she's not coming to, is she coming to the next meeting?
No.
Oh. Just tell her to put in her resignation.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, guys, if you guys are gonna leave, then you have to.
If you're not gonna be here, I know some of you said August, but if you're not gonna be here for the next meetings, I would put in your resignation.
This will help us speed up the
To
process.
allow other people to join the committee already.
Yeah, that's what I was
I know
saying.
it's
We need to
been-
get new people.
I know some people, like for example, Maritz said August, but if you guys are gonna come to the July or August meeting, then putting in an earlier resignation.
Understandably so, but like I said, it'll help us speed up the process to get somebody in, okay?
Because I have a long list of people waiting to join this committee right now. An extremely long list. With that being said,
Salud.
any other announcements, anyone? Go ahead.
At the end of this year, I won the best sophomore journalism student award.
Awesome. Right.
Anything else?
I got elected secretary of my senior executive board.
Awesome.
Ernie, anything?
Started my own business.
So far,
I got nothing.
Dying here. I'm dying. I can't breathe and I'm sneezy, so yeah.
You good, Eva?
Maritz, anything? No, this might be your last one.
Got a scholarship yesterday.
I'm getting an award from the United Way of Miami, the Youth Leader of the Year, in 2 weeks, which is really exciting at the Ritz Carlton.
Sweet, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
Melanie, anything?
Happy to.
You know, what do you need to?
Happy to leave.
No, they-
Excited, happy, yes, say yes, happy, yes.
August, so no, I'm the agua.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
soon.
on behalf of the Town and Land Lakes Youth Activities Task Force, thank you guys for your service to the committee. The town.
And come back, right?
Yeah, come back and visit. You
Come
can
back
always
and
join us for
Maybe join
events.
again, you guys,
No, I'm
when you
not
come
going
back,
anywhere.
right?
How many you guys-
After 180 days, apparently they can.
No, it's true.
How many years of
You guys
study?
drop out of
you
school,
guys
come
got?
back.
Somebody happen to
So
be-
4 years?
I mean, maybe.
I don't think I lost.
Yeah.
But what else is gonna be here or?
You know.
So never seen.
Like 7?
Miami Days ever again. I would.
Alright, let's not get off topic. Anything with you?
I graduated with a master's degree. And then I also am officially board certified for medical interpreting in Spanish.
Can you interpret that for me, please? Cause I have no idea what you're doing.
You get translation for Spanish
Sure.
speakers, there you go. But it's like officially board certified.
Better not be like one of those silent little people that have no idea. what-
Oh,
This is- They get called out because they weren't actually.
no, the whole reason this all came was because I went into a patient's room and the doctor was like, hey, we need help with like a Spanish patient. So I was like, okay, and then the patient was like, ¿cómo você vai fazer essa cirurgia? And I was like, cause he's,
That's illegal.
yes, he was Brazilian, and I was like, that's not Spanish, so. Yeah. So,
Oh, cool, man. Good job, right? Congrats to everybody, man. All right, oh, God.
Anything else? Any last words from you guys? No?
No, it's been good to be here, 4 years and 4 months.
Every day.
So, yeah.
Angela got anything?
Graduated.
You, David? No?
I graduated too, I guess. There's no pictures, but
There's no picture.
people think I didn't graduate because I didn't post
She didn't
anything.
post anything.
I saw pictures. I saw pictures.
I texted her, I was like, well,
I was
that's
just struggling.
For real?
I went to the urgent care the day before and I was just like, it was bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And also, maybe.
I had like this, like the worst stomach virus ever.
Okay,
like, it
maybe
was
let's adjourn first. So through the chair, if I may,